What's up? Are we live? Hello, hello. Hopefully, you guys are getting the notifications for the live streams here because I know YouTube is pretty bad with that. So we'll wait for a few of you guys to join in tonight. Let me see if I can make this video shareable or the video stream shareable. Let's see. Got one person in here. That's me, actually. Send a like, and then I'll go ahead and share this on Twitter. Hopefully we can get a few people tonight. Monday night live stream. How's it going, everybody? What's up? Wearing representing my Leaf hat over here. How's it going? Let me put that back a little bit. Internet's buggy a little bit. TSB, you're always one of the first ones to get into my live stream, so welcome, bro. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream, guys. If you guys are just joining in. I guess I cannot share this. Is this not shareable? How are we doing today? I'm doing pretty good, man. I got to enjoy my day off, man. Today, had a kind of a long work weekend. I worked Thursday through, or was it Wednesday? Thursday through Sunday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I worked all weekend, and that's like the worst schedule that you can get when you work in retail, basically. So actually, my off days were early last week. So my boss was nice enough to give me today off. So I'm enjoying Monday off, which it's already over. Obviously, it's already 10 p.m. at night, and I will not have to go to work tomorrow until the afternoon shift. So hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep tonight after watching some Netflix after I do the live stream tonight, and then we'll see how it's going. I just wanted to do a live stream tonight, guys, since I haven't really been putting out any type of content this week or this past week. I didn't really put out any videos per se. And I mean, I've just been kind of lazy, I guess. It's been kind of a slow month for January. I do want to do a video on the Canon T3i that I have, though. I want to kind of see how good the quality is for just using that older type DSLR camera. And I did order a Umidigi. Hey, what's up, Ghost 2 Max? I didn't even see that. Ghost 2 Max 78 said what's up. Also, I did not see that. So if you're still there, what's up? I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I did order the Umidigi U Series 3 watch, I believe it was. I got an email from Umidigi giving me a discount code that gave it to me for like half off. So that's pretty good. Mikey Tech says just got a job in retail at Target part-time for 10-15 an hour. Well, that's pretty good, I guess. Target's a good retailer, man. So hopefully they don't. Hopefully it's not like one of those seasonal job things or whatever. But hey, a job's a job, man. Working part time. Welcome, Mikey Tech. Again, this is just another random live stream tonight. Again, I did order the Umidigi smartwatch U Series 3 fitness tracker, which is just like it looks like basically like a knockoff of an Apple Watch, I guess. So when I get that, I'm probably going to try to compare it to the actual Apple Watch itself, because I mean I use the Apple Watch on the daily, so I mean I'm getting notifications right now on my Apple Watch as I'm doing this video. So okay, let me see. I'm just looking at notifications here really quick, guys. So they gave you the option. I'm surprised. Jobs nowadays, they don't really offer full time in general. You know what I mean? So like when you say that to me, I'm just like I'm kind of shocked that someone that was offered full time and they actually said no. But I mean, obviously, I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know if you're having to take care of other things. Some people can really only work part time jobs. But congrats, man. Again, I mean, working in the electronic departments is pretty cool because you'll get to see people buy, technology things, and that's what we're about here in the tech community, right? Tech gang, by the way, or that's what some other YouTubers call their clique, the tech gang. I'll just call you guys my buddies, though. Okay, my buddies. But yeah, I ordered the Umidigi Series 3 watch. I have been running, so I do notice that like this watch has a lot of features that I didn't really think I would be using when I'm like exercising. So it's pretty cool. If you're using an app that can track you, like your distance, it'll give you the distance. It'll give you your heart rate and all that good stuff, and the time that you're doing the run, etc., like that. So I've been kind of impressed with the Apple Watch Series 3. And again, this is an older gen Apple Watch, from 2018 or whatever, and it's still working good to this day. So So no complaints on the Apple Watch Series 3 yet, but I'm gonna look at the Umidigi A series or the Series 3 watch, which again it was the again $40 phone. So Rocco Starl, what's the question? And let's keep things PG. And just for reference, if you guys are coming into my chat room over here or whatever, if you guys are asking inappropriate questions, I will ban you guys, by the way. So just make sure that we're talking about things that are very relevant to my channel and something like that. So, and yes, TSB is here to moderate. But what's your question, Rocco? If it's tech related, if it's something about me, like let me know what's up. Hopefully you guys can see that BTech sign in the background. It is changing colors though. So yeah, thanks TSB. Whoa, I don't know why Siri just popped up all of a sudden. All right, TSB. Mikey Tech says, I was shocked because they said that they're looking for full time for day positions, but I told them that I can only do part time, and they called me back and they told me that I got that. That's pretty cool. I mean, I have several targets that I work by, and I've never known them to hire anybody full time like off the gate unless you're like a manager or something. So that's pretty good. Okay, Rocco says I got a bro that's a lifeguard's number, and she's been okay. I got my bro a lifeguard's number, and she's been acting sketchy, and you don't know what to do. She said she wanted to kiss him and stuff, and she's being inappropriate. I still got to take my little sis to the pool. Okay, I got my bro a lifeguard's number. Okay, that makes no sense. So she said she wanted to kiss him, yada yada yada. So I keep going. If she keeps bothering me, okay, oh, okay, you're confusing me because I think that sentence was typed out wrong. But you're saying you got a lifeguard's number or something like that. Hey, what's up, Tech for Your Needs? On that situation, man, if it's you or your brother that's getting harassed by the lifeguard or something like that, just be. Oh, okay, you got your friend a girl. Okay, well, I mean. Well, I mean, unless you know the lifeguard personally, there should be no issue in you going to the pool and taking your little sister there, unless she's being inappropriate with you. So if I were you, I would just kind of pretend like you didn't know any of that. You should tell your mom since it ain't my problem. Yeah, it's technically not your problem, and if it's your friend, it's definitely not your problem. So, Tech for Your Needs, what's up, man? How's it going, man? Just a Monday night general Q&A. Should I tell your mom? Rocco, I mean, I'm sorry, man. This is just like this seems like stuff that really isn't really intended to be talked about on my channel over here. So, my best advice that I could give you is just to ignore whatever's happening, and unless it's directly affecting you, okay? If it's directly affecting you, then that's when you should speak up. If not, it's all good. Tech for Your Needs, what's up, man? I am just here chilling, just a regular Monday night stream. Since I haven't really done any videos or really talked to you guys in quite a bit, so I was like, let me do a live stream, see how many people I can get in here tonight. We'll see how it goes. For almost 10,000 subscribers, right? I don't have almost 10,000 subs already, and I'm getting close. It's been kind of a slow month for January, man. I thought I would have hit already 9,800 subs, but I'm kind of right under the 9,800 mark, so I'm getting there, but it's just taking a little bit of time. So, but I'm not stressing. I guess it is what it is. I'm still gaining views, and my channel is still getting checked out on, I guess. How's it going with you, Tech for Your Needs, though, and TSB? Thanks for again being my moderator over here. Let's see. Mikey Tech says, I used to work as a sales rep for Cricket Wireless in 2017 and a half. Okay, 2018 quit. You got a job at Boost Mobile and worked for 3 weeks. Something happened personally where I had to quit. Okay, well, hey, man, that's good, though. I mean, you have the experience working in the mobile industry, so that's probably what they saw, that experience on your belt. So they were just taking care. They were just like, hey, this guy's got experience. I know Target still sells cell phones and whatnot, so hopefully that pays off to your advantage, man. So, We'll see how that goes. Hopefully, you start the job soon and everything goes good. 62,000 views in the last 28 days. All right, but TSB says you're welcome. Thanks, TSB. But again, guys, just a general Q&A or general discussion, whatever you guys want to talk about, really. I haven't really been, I guess, keeping up on like tech news or anything like that, I guess. I mean, since CES, I haven't really, to be honest, I haven't really been paying attention to other people's YouTube channels or videos. I guess the one thing that I have kind of looked at is like cameras lately, like the 1DX Mark III, which I know other YouTubers are kind of looking at to replace with their cameras. So what am I expecting from tech? I am expecting the rise of foldable devices again. I feel like this is the year where they're going to start piloting that. They probably wanted to do it last year, but they kind of had to get the kinks out first. So yeah, pretty much foldable tech will be one thing. Those little pop-up, I guess, what do you call them? Cameras. You're going to start seeing that a lot more in phones. You're going to start seeing just full displays on the front screen instead of having like a notch. At least I hope so. I really hope that Apple decides, hey, what's up, Ricky Florida, Keys Tech Q&A. I did get your invite last night, man, but I was at work and I didn't get home till like after midnight because I had to take care of something personal. So there's that. You know what I mean? But glad to have you here, man. How's it going? Again, this is just a regular Q&A session. Check out my Scott Pilgrim shirt, by the way, guys. And I am wearing my Naruto hat, by the way, as well. So if you guys like Naruto, represent over here, man. It's all about the leaf and the cloud, or not the cloud, but the whatever. It's all good. It's all cool. Gave you a shout out on my live. Oh, that's awesome, man. I appreciate it, dude. Give you a shout out right now, Ricky Florida Keys Tech Q&A. Go subscribe to him right now, by the way. The shirt compliments the hat, right? It does, right? It's like the ultimate geekdom, or like geek, I guess, geek fanboy hat or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. My dogs are not going crazy today, by the way, guys. All right, Tech for your needs. Congrats. Thanks for subbing to Ricky Florida Keys. That is an interesting YouTube name, by the way. Yeah, I have a feeling that the iPhone that are going to come out later on this year, it's not going to be like, it's going to be just basically like the iPhone 11 and the 11 Pro, but with 5G. I think they're probably going to get lazy with their updates. If anything, they're just going to probably minorly update like the camera like they usually do, right? I mean, for the most part, you could have an iPhone that's like 3 or 4 years old and it's still going to work good in 2020. So, but I think again, what's up, Samsung? How's it going? You finally got into one of my live streams over here. Miracles do happen, guys. Make sure we're hitting that like button, by the way. If you have already not, please hit that like button for me, so that the Google's algorithm will hopefully recognize this. So, okay, Ricky Florida says, hope Apple does some good specs. I mean, to be honest, whatever specs the Apple iPhone has right now, they're great. Like the iPhone 11 is the fastest phone I've had to date. You know what I mean? There's only one Google device that I've ever had that I can say that was on par with iPhone, and that was the Nexus 5. I've never had any of the the Pixel devices, so I can't, compare to that or OnePlus, because I know OnePlus and Pixel are doing great things also. I can understand a little bit of Spanish, but I mean, for the most part, I can't really conversate with you. If you type something out in Spanish, I can try to read it or whatever, but it's whatever. I love the S20 Ultra specs. Oh my God. Yeah, I was gonna say, now that Samsung, I guess, is transitioning out of this, well, they're gonna do the S20. They're gonna skip the S11 through 19, I guess, and they're just gonna go straight to the S20, which to me, I guess it's okay, but it's like, okay, well, what happens when you get done with the S20? You have the S30, you have the S40, the S50, the 60, the 70, the 80, the 90. Like, what happens when you run out of numbers? The S3000, you know what I mean? Tech for Your Needs says yes, phones are getting a little bit boring, and I kind of agree with you. I guess I feel like over the past couple of years, yes, they are getting a little bit on the shameful side. That's why I think, or not shameful, but boring side. That's why a lot of these tech companies are trying to be a little more innovative when it comes to, things like the foldable displays, the pop-up cameras, little things like that, little things that will kind of make their phones kind of stand out. And for me, it's like, well, it's not so much, those little quirks and features that make the phone, but it's how to me, what's important is how the phone performs on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? Like if I can take pictures, okay, cool. All phones can take pictures. You know what I mean? Let's see. Apple is no longer ahead. They were because iPhone 11 and S10 now iPhone 12 and S20. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's dumb. Mikey Tech says, I just recently bought a new used Essential phone from eBay. The seller did a factory reset and rewrapped it when I unboxed it, and the next morning I received Android 10 update. Oh, that's pretty cool. I believe I do not have a phone that is running Android 10, so I have actually never gotten my hands on a phone with Android 10. For the most part, though, what is this? I have a letter. Do I have a letter? Oh, it's just a bill. Um, for the most part, though, let's see. I mean, even Android, like you don't really need the latest and greatest version of Android to have like features that you didn't have before. I mean, I feel like the only thing that they're really reintroducing in the new Android is dark mode, which if you guys remember the earlier versions of Android, like Android 2.2 or Ice Cream Sandwich, they all had dark mode already installed. So when you went to like the app drawer or when you went to like the settings, it was all dark. So I don't see the point of having like that. I don't see the point of having that. Like to begin with, the phone should have never have gotten rid of the dark mode to begin with. You know what I mean? I feel like when after Android 5.0 they decided to go back to like a lighter color so that they can compete with Apple because I guess Apple kind of had like that look at the time when it came to its theme and or whatever its UI. And a lot of people were kind of drawn to that, but I didn't really care for that in Android. You know what I mean? It's just like really stupid that they're really trying to reintroduce this when this has been around for years and years already. So it's just dumb. Así quiero que el iPhone 12 tenga USB Type C. I don't know if have USB Type C, but that'll be interesting, I guess. Samsung trying to speak the Espanol. Muchos gracias, jovencitos, over here. Yo quiero Taco Bell y quiere este queso in the taco. Real stupid. If you guys tip me, I'll try to speak Spanish the rest of my live stream. Okay, just kidding. For Ricky Florida Keys Tech Q&A says for sure. Ricky Florida Keys, I have a question for you, brother. Would you ever consider changing your YouTube channel name, man? Not to like diss it. It is kind of long, by the way. Um, and my old YouTube channel name used to be Budget Tech Reviews, so I shortened it to B Tech Reviews. But I mean, I've still considered changing it like to this day, like just to rebrand it like as something else. But I'm just like, well, B Tech Reviews is easy to remember for most people at least. I mean, USB Type C has been around forever, dude. It's been around since when the S7, I guess, or even before the S7. I don't think the S7 used USB Type C though, but it's been around a long time, and I feel like a lot of companies have stayed away from it for whatever reason. I mean, obviously flagships like LG, Samsung, whoever else, even Apple uses it with their laptops. You know what I mean? But it's just like, why aren't other companies not using it? You know what I mean? First Samsung to use it was the Note 7. Yeah, and that's because it had been around for a while already. So, I mean, they could have been using it since like the Note 5. You know what I mean? Which is really ridiculous, and I don't see why people are making it seem like it's such an expensive technology. It's just a different way to charge a device. That's all it is. You know what I mean? They should go back to the Nexus. Yes, I might agree with you that, Pixel should transition over to the Nexus again or something. Well, I don't know if they'll ever go back to the Nexus, but I thought Nexus was a cool name, you know what I mean? I really prefer it over the Pixel. I really don't care for the name Pixel, but obviously the Pixel catered to people that want to take photos. That's why they had that as the best camera on a smartphone. And but even then, it's like it's kind of already being outshined by the iPhone 11 and phones like the One Plus. You know what I mean? Or even the new Galaxy Notes. They take amazing pictures. So Mikey Tech says Kevin Breeze and Eric Easy's computers think Google should go back to the Nexus line because they think there's not going to be a 4A or 4A XL. There might not be. Who knows? I mean, really, they don't really need to. I don't think Google needs to. First of all, I think their devices cost way too much than what they are, for what it is. You know what I mean? For what they do, I think like if like even the Pixel 4 in its price range, it's costing more than like an iPhone, or almost as much as an iPhone like 11 Pro. So it's like, why am I gonna get that when I can just buy an iPhone 11 Pro and I know it's gonna perform a little better. You know what I mean? So. I mean, it is what it is, you know what I mean? A lot of people are going to hate on iPhones, by the way, but it's going to take a lot for me to transition back to Android only because I'm already kind of antiquated with Apple's ecosystem. Because I do have like Apple compute, I do have an iMac. I have an Apple Watch. Obviously, I can't use an Apple Watch with my Android, obviously. So there's that, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, you know what I mean? I can't. We can't always do everything. I would have to again transition back to something that's with Android, like a Fossil watch or something. And I don't even think that Samsung still makes smartwatches anymore. I don't even know. I really like to edit sometimes I'll just shoot and edit with my iPhone. I use iMovie to edit. So I think I want to do like a tutorial one day on how to just shoot a video with an iPhone or whatever, or an iPod, and just show you guys how to do it. You know what I mean? Okay, Ricky says, well, my YouTube name was Ricky Florida Keys. Then I made my tech channel, just added wireless tech Q&A. I think Pixel phones are junk. What if I change it to RFK Tech Q&A? How about just RFK Tech? I like RFK Tech. You don't have to have Tech Q&A. I mean, unless you're the type of channel that's just constantly doing like live streams, but I mean, you don't have to have the title Q&A in your username. You can just put that in your live stream titles when you do live streams. So I don't have anything against that, but I mean, it's not like I feel like people are not going to be searching for, you know, that specific handle. So if you mostly do lives, cool, but at the same time, I don't think that you need the Q&A at the end. I like RFK Tech or something like that, or something to that extent where, it sounds a little bit shorter and more crisp. That way you can say, hey guys, this is Ricky from RFK Tech, or just RF Tech or RK Tech or something like that. I mean, if you want to have all those initials in there, you can, of course, but again, I like RFK Tech. That sounds pretty cool. That sounds crisp. You know what I mean? Or again, you can just say this is RFK Tech. And that's it. And we're live streaming today. Yada yada yada. You know what I mean? Just go there. Yeah, I like that also. You know what I mean? So that's why I just shortened my name as well. You know what I mean? Hmm. Let's see. Okay, Florida Key says I like it. All right. Now I'm gonna start calling you RFK Tech instead of Florida Keys Tech. Okay. Let's see. Tech for Need says I'm in the Apple ecosystem. iPhone XR, which watch the Series 5 and AirPods Pro. What I'm missing is my MacBook Pro. I used to have a MacBook Pro, and I honestly miss my MacBook now, man. I sold it a couple months back before the holidays just to make a little bit of extra money because I already had the iMac over here. But I think eventually I do want to get back into like a really nice running Mac. Obviously, I can't afford anything like the Mac Pro unless someone wants to donate 5,000 to me right now. Or an iMac Pro. I would probably go with an iMac Pro than a Mac Pro just because I don't want that big casing, and the iMac Pro is just a lot cleaner and less wires. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, I think everyone has their own ecosystem. Like once you guys get acquainted or adaptive to whatever you're using, whether it be Android or iOS, you know what I mean? I think it's to the point where it's like it's got to be ease of use for you. You know what I mean? It has to, whatever you're doing has to be easy for you to do, because if it's not easy, then why are you using it? These devices are made to make my life a little easier, whether it be checking my email, taking video on the fly or whatever like that, or just using it for social media and watching YouTube and videos. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of people don't really care to have like spec'd out devices. They really just use their phone for texting and taking moderate pictures and just watching YouTube and using Facebook. You know what I mean? So I mean, for the most part, that's what phones are used for. You know what I mean? Me personally, like I mean, I try to use my phone as a well-rounded device. Though I mean, I don't think I would ever replace this with an actual computer, but I mean, it's to the point where you don't have to use your computer half the time because you have such a powerful device in your pocket, which is why they cost so much money. People are like, well, why are phones so much money? Dude, I can film stuff in 4K, I can edit it, and I can upload it on this device, guys. Okay, like that's how good these phones are. Okay. um Samsung.com. Sorry, Samsung. I'm gonna make you change your name also, by the way. Let's see. Mikey Tech says nowadays you can get a phone between 200 and 500. That's a mid-ranger of Chinese OEM that many features have. Yeah, you're right. I mean, most of these lower-end phones, like the Bold N1 or even like the Moto G7 or the G6 from like a couple years ago, will still work just fine, and they will work just as good as some of the flagships. Sometimes even better. I mean, and it's kind of hard to say, right? But I mean, for the most part, like I think if I didn't have an iPhone 11 and if I was a little cheaper, I guess I would probably go back to just using those lower end phones. You know what I mean? But I guess I'm spoiled with it. For me, it's the speed of the apps that are kind of working for me with the iPhone 11, and before that the iPhone 10, and before that the iPhone 6s, because I had the 6s before the iPhone 10. So I never had the 7 or the 8, but I had Android for a little bit, and then I jumped back into the iPhone S ecosystem after that. Tech Fernie says this is my third iPhone. Before I had been an Android since the first HTC G1 days. Dang, that's old school. Let's see. I almost have my devices for 2 years. B-Tech was born on the affordable phones, and I was. I mean, when I first started this tech channel, I was really just more catered to using those lower end phones. You know what I mean? But as we evolve as people, you know what I mean. Again, I do a lot of things aside from just social media on my phone, um, to where I need like a device that's gonna just do it all for me. You know what I mean? Which device Samsung has? Oh, you're asking which device does Samsung have? I mean, if I were to have a Samsung device right now, it would probably be either an S9. I don't really care for the S10, or probably like a Note. I guess a Note 9 also. I guess, or even a Note 8. I think the Note 8 had a better battery life than the Note 9. So, or maybe the Note 9 had a better battery life. I'm kind of flashbacking there. Oh, boom, RFK Tech. Look at that. He changed his name. Bravo. All right, guys. Now I'm gonna give RFK Tech another shout out, man. That's awesome username right there, by the way. That is amazing. I'm so happy that I influenced somebody to change their username on YouTube. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty cool. And it was not because I had anything against your last username or anything. I just thought it was kind of long, and people are very in touch with like looking for things that are just short. You know what I mean? So I think RFK Tech is a lot. It kind of sounds like JFK a little bit. You know what I mean? Like our former president JFK. I wasn't alive during that era, so but yeah, I mean. Born in '68. Yeah, that was way past your time. There are also RFK Tech. Wait, when did they assassinate JFK? It was like when in the 1950 some 51, 52, I think. I don't know. I need to go back to school for history, okay? He's in his 50s though, yeah. I mean, now he is. Well, I was I think RFK is JFK's brother. Yeah, Robert F. Kennedy, RFK Tech. Might think that, but hey, you never know. You might draw an older crowd over here because of the RFK, Robert F. Kennedy. Man, I got a bunch of oldies checking out my channel. What's going on, guys? Just kidding. Big shout outs to my fellas over here. By the way, you guys are all awesome. By the way, you guys are making me feel extremely young over here, being born in '86. But it's like, oh my God, someone that was born in '96 or whatever is already is is like what 25 years old already. Is going to be 25 this year. That's pretty crazy. If you feel still young, then it's whatever. You know what I mean? Gas was 79 cents. Dang. See, that makes me feel really, really old now. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I was born in '86, and yes, I am 33 years old. I will turn 34 this year, by the way. Couple months already. So, something attack on YouTube is morally objective. I don't know what morally objective is, but okay, how's it going? Let's see, I'm real young. You see, Samsung was born in the 2000s, okay? That means you're really young. You guys are probably like you're really a millennial when you when you were born in the 2000s. But I think they consider anyone a millennial that was like born like after like '83, I think, because it's like you were kind of getting into adulthood in the 2000s. So like me, I would, even though I hate the term, I would be considered a millennial as well. Um, Morality. Okay, let's see. How's it going? Attack on YouTube or on Tube. How's it going? What an interesting name, by the way. I would be considered a '90s kid, also. I think I was born in '86, but I'm considered a '90s kid as well because I grew up in the '90s as well. But I would also like to think that I'm an '80s kid because I did live. I was already walking in the '80s, so it's like, like, ooh, the 2002 babies are finally going to be legal this year. Wow. You guys still can't buy cigarettes, though. You got to be 21 for that. Sorry. That kind of sucks. For again, for the people that age. Oh man, tax deadlines. January. Okay, IRS starts processing taxes on January the 27th. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at the taxes. I'm gonna have to do my taxes and my dad's taxes soon. And probably my mom's taxes also, by the way. Whoa, look at that. Also, one thing that I think that we'll be seeing a lot more of is more lenses on smartphones in 2020. We're gonna start seeing like 3 to 5 lenses on a smartphone. I feel like that's gonna be more of a common thing, which is kind of sad if you think about it. Like, I mean, if you have a good camera, you know, you're gonna have different, like a DSLR, you're gonna have different lenses for it to do different things, obviously. But why hasn't, like, aside from Apple, which you know has 3 lenses on their Pro series, and same thing now with Google and their Pixel devices, why can't they just stick to one lens that does everything? You know what I mean? Why can they not optimize the lens to do like the whole wide angle, the telephoto and all that good stuff, you know what I mean? Let's see. Okay, hold on. Mikey Tech says, Mike, I'm considered a '90s kid. No GPS, no phone, no Snapchat. Yep. I mean, when I grew up in the '90s, they didn't have any of that. So like, I feel like you know, I feel like we're like the last of the dying breeds, I guess. I mean, they didn't have smartphones even when I was in high school. They had cell phones. But even back then, texting was not popular in the early 2000s. It didn't really start getting bigger until after like 2000 and like 2005 maybe, where like the texting thing just kind of blew up and people just started texting each other instead of calling each other like people normally would. I remember being on my phone with my friends for like hours and hours and hours, and back in the high school days, and we would call girls when we wanted to talk to them, like, hey, you know, this is me or whatever. Now it's like, send me a Snapchat, send me a Facebook request, send me an Instagram request. Like, there's so many ways to kind of avoid people nowadays, I guess. Uh, Someone says I've never touched cigarettes. I was growing facial hair when I was in the 10th grade. By the time I was in the 12th, I had facial hair coming in patches. I didn't really start growing facial hair until I was like in my early 20s, man. So I cannot relate. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna have four rear cameras that are 108 megapixels with like 10 different sensors. Yeah. I don't know why DSLRs don't have more than one camera. What do you mean? Okay. That last phrase didn't or comment didn't make sense. I don't know why DSLR don't have more than one camera by now. What do you mean? There's many DSLRs on the market. It just depends what you're wanting to buy and whatnot. I have a Canon DSLR, but watching the live stream on my yeah, I mean you're obviously not gonna be able to watch a live stream on a DSLR. Yeah, I remember my sister having a pager. My sister's 10 years older than me, so she was born in the 70s, and she had a pager, I think, like in high school, which I don't know, or I think post high school when she was already like working, she was paying for a pager. And I don't remember even how, like, I remember paging her when I was a kid, like telling her to bring food or come home or something like that. You would have to type it out on the thing, though. It was like weird. Welcome to You've Got Mail. Yeah, this kind of brings me back to the AOL days where people would have to log in, and I remember going to AOL chat rooms. That was so funny back in the day. And then we would use AOL Instant Messenger. People got tired of paying for AOL, so they would just get like another, they would get another service, like some sort of internet service, whether it be DSL or whatever. And then they would still want to use the AOL Instant Messaging service. So I remember AIM or AOL Instant Messenger was like the messaging service back in the day, and I mean they just never really kind of transitioned over. They never really transitioned over from computer to app. I guess I feel like they could have already like killed it, instead of Facebook Messenger or something like that. Let's see. You've got mail. Yep, I remember that. Oh, you're saying DSLR should have more than one camera on it. Well, you don't really need to have more than one camera on it because you don't have to. You just have to swap out the lens, dude, and that's it. Like if you want a different type of shot, like that's what these lenses are created for. You know what I mean? 75 to 300 millimeter is the range is the dynamic range that you can take pictures and shoot in. And this is a bigger lens, 75 to 300. But I have an 18 to 55. I have a 50 millimeter lens, and they all take pictures and they all shoot video a little bit differently than the last camera or the last lens. So it really just depends what you want. So that's the point of a DSLR is that you can change out those lenses when you want different type of video, when you want different type of shots. You know what I mean? My mom's telling me to bring in the cat, but I already brought the cat in already. Samsung says, I first found out about YouTube in 2008. I've been using YouTube since when, 2005, 2006, I think, back when I first got high-speed internet. I think the person that told me about it was my cousin, which back then the interface for YouTube was so much different. Like, it was so plain. There were no ads. Anybody can upload a video about anything. I remember, and this is going to be kind of weird. Some of you might remember this, some of you might not. I remember that people uploaded videos of Saddam Hussein being hung when they caught him or whatever, and that that video was put up. There was multiple people posting that video on YouTube, so that's how I saw Saddam Hussein or whatever his name was getting killed after they found him, and then they ran him on trial, and then they hung him. They hung him alive. Let's see. I had a 35 millimeter old school camera in high school. Used to take my film to Walmart and develop it. Oh, that's old school. I remember my parents had like one of those old school, like just cheapy like film cameras back in the day, and I would take pictures with it also. And I remember going to Walmart and taking that little thing of film, the little strip of film, and saying, "Hey, can we develop it?" And like, yeah, you can get it today in an hour, but it's gonna cost more, or you can wait like a day and just pay regular price or whatever. Yeah, now you can just email Walmart the photos and they can print them out. Or you can just connect your device directly over there also. It's just crazy how technology has changed. Okay, let's see. RFK Tech, I did the same thing. Ooh, everyone's already calling him by RFK Tech. All right. Yeah, that would definitely not go well on YouTube, especially with all the advertisers and marketers and whatnot. You probably won't see stuff like that. I think that's why they made such a big deal about the whole Logan Paul thing back in the day when he posted the video about like when he was in Japan and he decided to get footage of a guy, or he just randomly saw a guy that had committed suicide, and it was just very very bad. Like a lot of people kind of shunned him for that, for doing that. All right, let's see. Film development, this disposable. The only thing I hated is the wait to get your pictures. Yeah, I think that was like the crappy part about that. And back then, people weren't posting them on social media. If you had a picture, you either had a photo album, or if you were in high school, you had a binder with the see-through thing, and you would put pictures of you and your friends like on the see-through thing. You know what I mean? I mean, there was MySpace in the early 2000s, I guess. I can't believe I'm saying that right. But I didn't remember. I don't remember getting a MySpace until after I graduated high school, which was 2004, and that's when I started using social media. But even then, like I didn't have like a nice digital camera to take pictures or whatever. So like if you had a nice digital camera back then to take pictures and then upload them to your computer and then upload them on the actual web page, then you were a cool kid back in the day. You know what I mean? That's how tough it was to do things, and it's just crazy how now you can just do everything from one device, and you don't have to. They cut down the process so that it would just be a lot easier for us. You know what I mean? Let's see. Okay, I don't know. Samsung's typing out stuff in Japanese over here. I don't know exactly what he's doing. I cannot read that though. No, I don't know what language that is in. Instant photos sucked, and music went from the LP to 8-track to cassette to CDs to now digital. Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything's digital now. I mean, even gaming is digital. I mean, they're selling Xboxes that are all just digital. Even the new or the new Xbox that's going to come, I forget the name. Even though it's going to have a CD, drive or whatever, it's probably most people that are going to use it are going to just download digital games. I mean, I feel like the era of hard copies is kind of falling out of the water, and a lot of people don't like that, I guess, because what happens when the system grid falls out of the water and everything stops working, you lose power or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, do people still use battery powered like radios and stuff like that? Um, it just kind of gets you thinking, like, what happens, like, in when we don't have those technologies available to us. Like, we're so dependent on them now that it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, Facebook was around also when MySpace was around, but I guess just not as many people knew about it. I think I knew about Facebook when I was in high school still. But I think at the time, Facebook was only allowing college students to actually sign up for the website. And again, I wasn't a college student at the time, so. But once they made it available to everyone, that's when everyone just started making Facebook. My parents made Facebooks, for crying out loud. Um, yeah, I think that was the cool thing about MySpace, was that you were able to customize it, and they made it fun. You could add music and whatnot, and you can even upload your own music. I remember you can like add players that would allow you to upload your music that you liked also. But I guess at that point, they just the whole copyrighted content thing just started coming out and whatnot. So let's see. I play World of Tanks, and I started in 2012, and amazing how the game has changed graphics and are mad crazy cool. I have never heard of that game, but that sounds interesting. I would have liked to see what that game was like in 2012. Okay, let's see. Mikey Tech says, I remember going to Music Shuffle back in the day, selecting music to add to my MySpace profile and selecting layout. Yeah, those were fun times, I think. And that really kind of showed you like the type of music that you were interested in back then. Like, you can't do that on Facebook. Facebook. I remember when Facebook also allowed you to either embed or play YouTube videos on your profile, like whenever you like post it on your wall, and they would play automatically. But ever since they started doing their own video thing or whatever, they kind of turned away from YouTube, I guess, since Facebook is technically like their own entity or whatever. Um, but I remember that. I remember like being able to like just post something on Facebook and it would just play automatically if it was like a YouTube video. You can't do that anymore. You know what I mean? I remember Napster. Yes, I remember downloading illegal music or free music at the time, and then Metallica had to go ruin it for everybody by suing Napster, and then it just went away, obviously. And then you had other programs like LimeWire and whatnot where you can still download it, and now you have torrent websites and whatnot. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. They wanted $12 for a CD. And mp3juice.com, that's funny. Things change. Yeah, I mean, and people still have ways of like ripping music, getting music for free, and I don't think that's so much the issue is anymore. I mean, I get the whole right, the music rights and the them not people stealing their music basically. Like I get it, you know what I mean? It's not. I mean, but I mean, like, I don't know. I guess everyone's gonna have an opinion on that, but at the end of the day, like the people that produce the music and make the music, they are not getting money out of it. So it's like, why should people be able to illegally download their music and use it and enjoy it for free? You know what I mean? Um, oh yeah, LimeWire was just a big virus. I mean, I even remember that you can use there was little apps that you can download for YouTube where you can just rip the music off YouTube as well. They still have them, like YouTube Music Downloader. Like all you have to do is just put the link in and it'll download the song for you, and boom, you're good. Yeah, and that's kind of the crappy part about like Facebook nowadays. Also, like they're it's everything's just kind of gotten strict, and all the legal like mumbo jumbo. It's just kind of getting annoying. You know what I mean? Like why can't we just have an app or website where we can all just enjoy ourselves? Tumblr, but Tumblr kind of got washed down also, by the way. So there's that. And Twitter, I feel like Twitter is probably like I don't know. Twitter, you can post like a lot of content on there, but it's restricted as well, in my opinion. All right, everyone's complimenting RFK Tech on his name. Awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad that he changed his name also. You know what I haven't done? Hold on. Do I have this on live chat or all chat? Just gonna mute all you guys. Live chat, and I forgot to do. I forgot to pop my skin tone, by the way, so I can look a little darker here because I look so white over here. Got a good amount of people watching. I got my regular crew here tonight. I'm just missing CV Tech and probably a few others also, but that's all right. Um, my live streams are never that big. I don't know how some other YouTubers get like big viewers. Like I gain a lot of subscribers, and I just feel like I still don't like get a lot of get a lot of viewers on my live stream. So there's that. What is this? Gamers spent the most on mobile games last year. That's not a surprise. That's where the money is going on in the gaming industry as well. You know what I mean? Mobile gaming. We have parties on my last stream. Oh, RFK Tech is having parties on his channel. 110 subscribers, man. Hey, you're gonna hit that 1,000 mark before you know it, brother. See how that goes. RFK, I know you do a lot of live streaming, but I would like to see you. I don't know if you're familiar with like editing software or anything like that, but I would like to see you just piece together a video uh, that's not just a live stream. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna review something or if you're gonna do something like like just take the video, edit it, and then just post up whatever you have. I would like to see that also one of these days. Let's see. Oh yeah, you got to be careful, dude. Especially because WWE people are watching like everything. That's why. Oh, they are watching. I remember even back in 2005, when I was first using YouTube. I think I had posted video of a live event that I went to, and I had taken like video of a match. And right away, like I guess right around the time that YouTube started doing that copyright or claiming thing, like WWE claimed the footage right away, and they made me delete the video. And they're like, if you don't delete this video, you're gonna get banned. And I was like, man, like I was just trying to post up, some footage that I saw. I was like, I thought that's what YouTube was all about. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to steal someone's property or make money off this property. I mean, back then I don't even think they had monetization yet on videos. So I thought it was kind of a real pain at the time, and I just thought it was annoying. And but I mean, I can get why people like get so mad about like copyright claims and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Um, well, if you have a home computer, man, I definitely would try, doing that. You can start by shooting just on your cell phone and then just uploading them to either, the cloud or Google Photos, and then you can download them from there, or you can just directly import them if you connect your device to your computer. And then if you have a video editing software, I think Windows has like a free video editing software, and so does Mac. I mean, Mac has them both. And there's always tutorial videos on. I have a few tutorial videos on my YouTube channel as well on how to edit videos on iMovie, and iMovie is free. So, but again, you have to have a Mac in order for that to happen. Did I just post? No, I did not. I was trying to share, but it's not letting me share the video for whatever reason. I should probably exit out really quick. Hold on. Maybe I did. Maybe I posted either that or someone stole my somebody stole my Twitter handle. No, I have not posted on my Twitter though, but I am about to share this content on my Twitter because all my 130 followers on Twitter. Yeah. There we go. For whatever reason, it was not working earlier. So let me post that up for you guys. I'm excited about that cheapy Umidigi watch that I purchased. By the way, for those of you who missed that, I got email saying that I have like a 50% off code on the Umidigi U Series 3 watch. And if you guys are familiar with Umidigi, I'm actually live streaming on their phone right now. So I think that I want to test that watch out. Obviously, I've been kind of running a little bit recently. I've been going to parks and putting in some runs. So I wouldn't mind connecting that watch to this specific device and then just going out there and getting my workout on. Although I don't have mobile service on the device, so I might have to use one of my ZTE devices just because. But we'll see how that goes, I guess. My ears are a lot better after I went to the doctor and got them. I got them. Like I guess I got the earwax removed or whatever. I just kept putting medication in. This side was a little more clogged, but after about a week, I saw major improvement, and I can hear out of both ears just fine now. So I'm not having issues. I ate Taco Bell, by the way, so sorry for the burps, by the way, guys. I'm like trying to cover it up a little bit, but it just happens. We all burp, we all pass gas. It's whatever. I try to stay away from that. I actually, when I do the videos that I edit, there's times where I burp during the videos and I have to edit it out. And it's really embarrassing. So if you ever see like a jump cut of me like just jumping from one thing to the other on the videos that I edit, it's because of me burping. Okay, so but it is what it is, At least I'm not doing the other thing, right? All right, let's see. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Everyone does it. Even the prettiest girls in the world are burping and farting everywhere. Yeah, when I was having those ear issues, I really couldn't hear anything, and that was after I went to the doctor. But after I went to the doctor, this side was very clear, and this one was still clogged up. So I was having issues. Like it sounded very muffled because this side was still clogged up, and I was still having Good girls don't fart. Yeah, that's not true. My ex, my ex wasn't a good girl, I guess. So never mind that. But yeah, no, yeah, I was having those hearing problems, but no, ever since then I've had pretty. My ears have been cleared out, and I've been trying to avoid like using swabs because swabs just pushes the earwax in. So I'll use eardrops every now and then, and I will use kind of like a different way to clean them. I bought like these little things that scoop the wax out instead of just like. Oh yeah, my dogs are always farting. By the way, ugh, it's kind of annoying. YouTube says come back to YouTube Premium. Why would I go back to YouTube Premium? No thanks. And be like, oh, you know what? Why am I not logged in under my? That's so weird. I'm on YouTube right now, but for whatever reason, it's not logged in under my main account. It's logged in under my one of my other accounts. By the way, if you guys haven't subscribed to MB Productions, go subscribe to MB Productions. That's my other YouTube channel, and I also have a YouTube channel called Mike_the_Biz or Mike the Biz, which is a wrestling YouTube channel as well. I posted a video of me myself. I didn't interview him personally, but I was the guy doing the video. We interviewed Sammy Guevara from AEW and Brian Cage from Impact Wrestling. I interviewed Al Snow. We interviewed Kelly, and we interviewed an indie wrestler. His name's Masada. And I mean, there's just stuff that I posted on those other YouTube channels that you guys will not see here on my regular YouTube channels. So go sub to those, by the way. Here, I will link all of you guys. Hold on. I cannot link you guys because I am not on the right I am not on the right channel. I don't know why it's on this channel or whatever. What is going on? Switch accounts. Nah, that's all right. I'll just leave it as MB Productions, I guess. I don't even have that many videos there, by the way. Yeah, well, I mean, you can use Q-tips for other things, obviously. There's more than one MB Productions. Yeah, I don't know why I changed the name on that one to it was before it was just my regular name, but I changed it just because. But I might change it back to Michael and just put something else, Michael Productions or whatever. I mean, I'm sure there is more than one MB Productions out there, but there's only the MB Productions, okay? Yeah. Coming at you live. Let's see. Smaggy says, I will only sub to your tech channel and only made a channel only talking about pro wrestling. Mr. Daily Side says, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? We are just chatting about whatever. You seem new to my channel, so if you haven't come by here, my name's Mike, and I just talk about tech. If you look at some of my videos, I review some cell phones. I review other items on my channel. And welcome to the channel, man. Welcome. Everyone say hi to my Daily Side over here. Says, hey, what's up? TSB says, well, I am the only RFK tech. That's cool, though. There's other B-Tech review YouTube channels also, by the way, but I'm obviously the most subscribed one, so it's whatever. Samsung's still talking in Spanish. Just waiting for the A6 Pro in 2020. I'm thinking about getting the A3 Pro. Wait, is it the A3 Pro S? I need to check Amazon because I know that the Midigi A3 Pro S. There's like another version of the A3 Pro that's supposed to be out, I think. There's the A5 Pro, the A3 Pro. You can get the A3 Pro for $84 right now, by the way. Or the 83 or the A3 for $79. It's like $5 difference. You can get the Umidigi Power for $118, which is pretty solid buy. Umidigi A5 Pro. which is weird because there's two different listings here. One's for $139 and one's for $129. So I'm sure that people would want the one that's $10 cheaper, unless one is spec'd out a little bit differently. Android 9 Pie. No, it's the same specs. I don't know what's going on there. They should both be unlocked. The one that I'm kind of interested is the Umidigi X, which I think CVTech unlocked. I don't really, I'm not reading too much into the A6 or the A6 Pro just yet. We'll see how that goes. But we'll see. I really want to check out the Umidigi X. I think when I get my income tax money, I'm gonna order the Umidigi X, that or the Bold N1 phone, whichever. MP Productions, how many does, I have no clue how many subscribers that specific YouTube channel has. I think I have like less than 20, so I don't really post a lot of content on there. That's just another YouTube that I have personally. I love tech a lot. What's up? How's it going? Where are the Delia tamales at? Rio Grande's got it going on. Tamale King Pie. Hey, what's up, man? I'm down for some Delia's tamales, some chicken and cheese, or some of those new hot Cheeto tamales that are going on. What's up? We got someone from the Rio Grande over here. What's up? My daily site says the Umidigi A5 Pro is an awesome phone. I'm actually live streaming on the Umidigi A5 Pro. One of the cool things about it is I've always kind of been impressed with the front-facing camera on the Umidigi A5 Pro. You're saying the APN settings keep crashing. Yeah, I haven't really dived too much into it. I was not able to use a Visible Mobile SIM card on there. I need to try to get Mint Mobile or whatever, and try Mint Mobile again, and just pay for like $20. That way I can just use it for 3 months or whatever. I'm not buying from AliExpress. I know that most of them just go to Amazon either way. It's just that most of these Chinese devices, they start selling on AliExpress first before they start selling on Amazon. So a lot of the tech reviewers will go and buy them. I had a lot of tamales during the holidays, by the way. Maybe too many. I think I put on a couple pounds because of those. So. Okay. You're saying the Umidigi, I mean, it's not a bad phone. I haven't obviously tried to daily the phone, but it's got a decent camera. Whoa, I got like 10 people in here now. What is going on? People are just joining my live stream. What's up, guys? Don't forget about my goal of 20K subs. Can we get that? Whoa. 20K subs is what I want. And if you guys can see this glowing thing in the background, if it can turn a different color, should say B-Tech Reviews eventually. If not, I'll just turn the light off on that. There you go. B-Tech Reviews. I bought that at Target for like $20, by the way. Whoa, okay, there we go. Pinching to zoom on while your live stream is kind of hard. TSB, tu habla español? You can do it, bro. Man, Espanol y Italiano. Wow, we got a bunch of multilingual people over here. You're saying, Mike, the colors on this live stream look great on my Galaxy A51. The blue is popping, and that green background in the back. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, that's good. On my end, I can't even see it at all from my computer. So I can see it on this, but on my computer, I can't see it. So. Samsung says I have a Spanish translator. My daily site says I also follow you on my other social medias. Awesome. If you follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. If you are following me on Instagram, I have, I believe, 78 followers on Instagram, and about 140 on Twitter. So not crazy numbers, but hey, that's better than zero, right? Right. I'm trying to figure out why I'm logged in over here. Let me Hold on, I'm trying to like switch accounts over here, I guess. This is so weird. Here we go. Let me type something out over here for you guys. There we go. There's my main account. I don't know why it was using my other account because I'm still logged into my other account on another tab. So, my daily site says download Nova Launcher on Umidigi A5 Pro and it makes me very. You know what's funny? I used to use Nova Launcher back in the day. Like I think I had preferred Nova Launcher over regular stock Android themes, I guess. And I used it when I was using my Nexus 5. I think I was still using the Nexus or the Nova Launcher, but I just kind of got over it, and I just kind of stuck with vanilla Android. And it's not so much about the transitions. I don't know if it makes the phone faster or whatever, or snappier. But I mean, for the most part, like it doesn't bother me like the transitions that I see on the Umidigi A5 Pro. See, I Love Tech says Pixel 3 XL should I buy or should I buy a Pixel 4 XL? That really depends on your budget, man. Honestly, I mean, honestly, the Pixel 3 XL is still a relevant phone. It'll still get the job done. It'll still take great pictures. It'll still take pretty good videos for you. Um, it really depends on how much you want to spend. Do you want to spend an extra couple $100 on a marginally better camera sensor? Do you need that? You know what I mean? Or do you know? I mean, build quality on the Pixel, I guess the Pixel 3 XL is great. I've held them in my hands, but so is the Pixel 4 also. So forget the Pixel, get the S20. Don't waste your money on Samsung phones. Those are a waste of money in my opinion. Okay, or go buy a OnePlus, man. A OnePlus 7 Pro or a OnePlus 7T. I hear those phones are amazing. Shout out to my boy Altered Tech. If he watches this video, he probably won't, but hey, it's all good. Let's see. The only downside of the phone has no waterproof option. Other than that, it's awesome. I mean, does a phone really need to be waterproof in 2019 unless you're pooping on the toilet all the time and you decide to just drop your phone in the toilet? You know what I mean? Yes, IPX certification is great, but I don't think it's always necessary. You know what I mean? If anything, I would really prefer Qi charging capabilities and just a decent build where the phone's not too heavy. I can care less for glass backs as long as the phone has like NXT or I'm sorry, NFC. That way you can take care of that. Okay. Tech are great phones. Agreed. I don't agree. I guess ever since I had the S7, I can. All right, let's see. I mean, I've been wanting to indulge myself in either a lower to mid range Samsung device. So you guys tell me, what would you like me to? I think I would probably want to invest in maybe the Samsung Galaxy A20 or the A21 or whatever. I mean, I know they have like the A20, the A30, the A40, whatever. There's just so many. Says I have owned lots of phones in my life and nothing compares to Samsung. I disagree, man. I'm sorry, RFK Tech. I am so sorry. Yeah. Moto is the only phone that comes close. Yeah, I've enjoyed Motorola phones as well. I feel like Motorola probably has been my other favorite phone manufacturer as far as Android goes, besides LG. So those are probably my two favorite manufacturers for Android smartphones. As far as Samsung, I mean, yes, they have the tech and they have the name, but I've never really cared about the performance of those devices. So. Yeah, I mean, I think Moto kind of ruined themselves with the flagship game because I think with their Moto Z series was supposed to be a flagship phone, and even before that, the Moto X was technically their flagship device. And I remember I never owned a Moto X, but I feel like back then a lot of people said a lot of good things about the Moto X. And the last version of the Moto X was the Moto X4, which I don't know why they haven't updated that. The last time the phone came out was like what, in 2016, 2017, I believe. And even then, even now to this day, if you were to buy a Moto X, the phone still is a pretty okay device to have. You know what I mean? And then after that, the Moto Z came out, and it was a kind of a big flop because of those little attachments that they wanted to add to the devices. What's up, Jake Crowding? How's it going, man? But at the end of the day, like I think what really killed it for the Moto Z series was the battery life. I remember having one of the first Moto Z phones, and it was just kind of bad, and I just really didn't enjoy it because the battery would die a lot really quick. And even though it was very snappy, it was one of the fastest phones I had as far as Android. It just really disappointed in some areas. Like it was very snappy, but like basic things like the camera app took forever to open. So if I wanted to take a picture, like I would have to wait like literally like 5 seconds for the camera app to just open and for the camera to just start. You know what I mean? So I kind of regretted getting that phone back in the day. In fact, I've been thinking about getting a Moto G6 because Alter Tech did a video on the Moto G6. So let me see, Moto G6 unlocked. Unlocked. And I can spell Moto G6 unlocked. Oh, not a Motorola G6, a Moto or an LG G6. Although the G6 is still a good phone also. Shit, I can get a Moto or an LG G6 for new unopened for Verizon for 114 bucks, dude. It's really good actually. I can buy a used one for 75. It's pretty good. New unopened, no rush, 14-day shippings, only US locations. Not too bad. Do you think Umajiji will have update for the Android 10 for the A5 Pro? I don't think so. Probably not. I don't think Umajiji is like one of those um, companies that will just roll out like an update like that for their phones. I mean, the cool thing about Umajiji devices are they are. Well, I'm sorry, I'm blanking out there. I was reading a text message. No, but anyway, I guess the good thing about those devices is they are rolling out security patches for them. So I still get updates for my Umidigi A5 Pro. Surprisingly, I just installed a wireless update on it prior to doing this live stream. So Jake Crowding says, "What's up?" Let's see. Tech for News. What kills the Moto phone company is being sold to Lenovo. They didn't give it the proper. You're right. I think Google kind of screwed that up by purchasing it, and then they sold it to Lenovo. And I think the only reason why Google did it is so that they can, I guess, own some patents that Motorola owned at the time. And once they got what they needed, they just ended up selling the company. They even made a Nexus device under the Motorola, which, Google could have made Motorola compete with the Apple phones and the Samsung phones. Like Motorola could technically be the top, mobile company in the US if they wanted to be, you know what I mean? But the fact is, Google just kind of scrapped them off to the side, and they were like, we don't care. So Lenovo took over, and of course there's nothing wrong with Lenovo or anything like that, but they just really haven't kind of been pushing their devices to be better. I think they've just really focused on mid-range phones to this point, and that's just where they're at. So guys, I've already been going for an hour already. Wow, I've already been on for an hour. So I'm gonna probably get off for you guys tonight. I wish I could stay and chat longer with you guys. I could probably chat with y'all all night, but thank you all for being here on my live stream tonight. And again, guys, just keep an eye out on any future videos that I post up this month. It's already going to be the end of January, so there's a good chance that I might post 1 or 2 videos dealing with tech. I'm going to probably do the Umidigi A U-Series watch unboxing in a few days when I get it shipped out to me, and then we'll see if I decide to do a video on the Canon T3i that I purchased recently also. So again, guys, Mike from BTech signing out. You guys have a great night. We'll see you guys next time, okay?